Introduction. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. If you're interested in understanding global politics and the rise of influential leaders, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving into the life of Xi Jinping, the President of the People's Republic of China, and one of the most significant figures in world politics today. Xi Jinping's leadership has not only shaped China's path forward, but has also altered the global balance of power. Whether you admire him or critique his rule, one cannot deny his incredible impact. But who is Xi Jinping? How did he rise to such an influential position? Let us take a closer look at his journey from a young man growing up in revolutionary China to the most powerful leader of the 21st century. Early life and background. Xi Jinping was born on June 15, 1953, in Beijing, China. His early life was heavily shaped by the political atmosphere of the time. His father, Xi Jinping, was a veteran revolutionary and a prominent figure in the Chinese Communist Party, CCP. However, despite his father's prominence, Xi Jinping's early years were not easy. During the Cultural Revolution, Xi's father was purged from the party, and the family was sent into political exile. Xi Jinping's childhood and adolescence were marked by hardship. As a teenager, he was sent to the countryside as part of Mao Zedong's Down to the Countryside movement. For 7 years, Xi lived in Langjia, a remote village in Shaanxi province, where he faced physical labor, poverty, and social alienation. This experience played a significant role in shaping his character and views on leadership and governance. Educational journey. After the Cultural Revolution ended, Xi Jinping was allowed to return to Beijing and pursue his education. He enrolled in Tsinghua University, one of China's most prestigious institutions, where he studied chemical engineering. Later, he switched to studying Marxist theory, a subject that would guide his political ideology throughout his life. During his time at university, Xi became involved in student leadership, gaining experience in organizational roles. Xi's education was not just academic. He spent time working within China's political system, learning the intricacies of governance and diplomacy. His exposure to international politics also began during this time, laying the groundwork for his later leadership on the global stage. Political rise and early positions. Xi Jinping's ascent within the Communist Party was not instant. In the early years of his career, he worked in various regions of China, including Hebei, Fujian, Zhejiang, and Shanghai. It was in these roles that Xi began to build his reputation as a competent and pragmatic leader. His work was marked by efforts to improve local economies, combat corruption, and strengthen the CCP's influence. By the early 2000s, Xi Jinping had caught the attention of the party's top leadership. His political career took a significant step forward in 2007, when he was appointed to the Politburo Standing Committee, one of the highest-ranking bodies in the Chinese government. This move set the stage for Xi's future as the country's leader. Becoming president of China, in 2012, Xi Jinping assumed the role of General Secretary of the Chinese Communist Party, marking the beginning of his ascent to the highest office in the country. The following year, in 2013, Xi was formally elected President of the People's Republic of China. He became the most powerful man in China, succeeding Hu Jintao, who had led the country for the previous decade. Xi Jinping's leadership was quickly defined by several key priorities. Domestically, he pushed for stronger control over the CCP, emphasizing the need for party discipline and rooting out corruption at all levels. He also worked to assert China's place on the global stage, seeking to expand China's influence in international organizations and through initiatives like the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI. Xi Jinping's leadership and policies. Under Xi Jinping, China has taken a more assertive role in world affairs. One of his most significant contributions has been his vision for the Chinese dream, a concept that centers on the idea of national rejuvenation and the revitalization of Chinese culture, economy, and power. Xi's policies have emphasized the importance of strengthening the CCP as grip on power, while also transforming China into a technological and economic powerhouse. Xi has also prioritized military modernization, with increased spending on China's armed forces and an expansion of China's turrets in the South China Sea. Administration has been more aggressive in asserting China's territorial claims and expanding its global influence through strategic investments and partnerships. The anti-corruption campaign. One of the hallmark features of Xi Jinping's rule has been his ongoing anti-corruption campaign. Launched shortly after he came to power, the campaign has targeted both high-ranking officials and low-level bureaucrats. While the campaign has been praised for its efforts to clean up the party, critics argue that it has also served as a tool to eliminate Xi's political rivals. Thousands of officials have been arrested and prosecuted, and the anti-corruption drive has significantly consolidated Xi's power within the Communist Party. This campaign has garnered widespread support from the public, who view it as a way to tackle pervasive corruption that had long plagued the Chinese government. Consolidation of power and changes in China's constitution. In 2018, a monumental change occurred in China's political system. The term limits for the presidency were abolished. This move effectively allowed Xi Jinping to remain in power indefinitely, breaking a norm established by Deng Xiaoping, who had set a precedent of no one holding the presidency for more than 2 terms. This decision raised concerns, both domestically and internationally, about the potential for Xi Jinping to become a lifelong ruler, similar to Mao Zedong. Xi has since strengthened his hold on power by positioning loyalists in key government and military roles. The control of the party and the state under Xi has been described as the most centralized leadership in China since Mao's era. Xi's global impact. On the global stage, Xi Jinping has positioned China as a rival to the United States in terms of economic and military power. Through initiatives like the Belt and Road Initiative, China has made significant investments in infrastructure across Asia, Africa, and Europe. Xi has also sought to reshape global governance, advocating for a multipolar world order in which China plays a central role. Xi's foreign policy has been characterized by an increasing assertiveness, particularly in Asia. China's territorial claims in the South China Sea, its handling of Taiwan, and its growing influence in Africa and Latin America have made Xi a highly influential figure on the world stage. Xi Jinping's legacy and future. As of today, Xi Jinping is one of the most powerful leaders in the world. His leadership has reshaped China and redefined its role in the global order. However, questions remain about his long-term impact. Will China continue to grow under his leadership, or will the challenges of authoritarian rule and domestic unrest undermine his authority? Only time will tell what kind of legacy Xi Jinping will leave behind. One thing is certain, though. His reign has already changed the course of Chinese history and will continue to shape the future of both China and the world for years to come. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content about global politics and influential leaders. Until next time, take care.